Well, I just want to start by thanking Bronco Nation for showing up and supporting in Albertson Stadium tonight, as they always do. It's a treat. It's a pleasure. It's obviously there's a lot of hard work that goes into this all year round, but each and every week. I'm really proud of the team, proud of the coaches. Awesome to see the coaches cut it loose, put a plan together. To come off a road loss like we did the previous week, and to come back and show the resilience from the coaching staff, from the players. Couldn't be more proud of this group. Felt like we put one of our most complete games together as well. We had a lot of guys step up and play tonight in all three phases of the game. We did win the turnover margin, which is going to be a huge part as we go down the stretch here to continue to take care of the ball, keep ourselves on the field, be able to pursue and track the ball, take it from ball carriers, track it in the air. We need to continue to play fundamentally sound so that we can win the turnover margin. We ran the ball for over 5 yards a carry tonight. We got explosive in the air. Some guys stepped up at the wide receiver position right from the jump, which we fully intended to have happen from the beginning of the week. That was the plan. It was exciting to see Prince and Austin seize the moment, take advantage of the opportunity. Billy B came up with some big-time catches and some situational, third down, and really proud of the way the O-line played. We're playing against a defensive front that brought a lot of pressure. There was a lot of bodies in the box tonight. We still managed, again, to run the ball for over 5 yards a carry. We limited them to 1 sack. And ultimately, that was a huge part of the game. And it continues to be in terms of how the O-line, the tight ends, the wide receivers are blocking. And it obviously opens up space down the field as well. Once we adjusted to the game plan on defense with their starting quarterback not being available tonight, and really seeing the game plan and how they intended to use their quarterback, use their plan situationally down the distance, field position-wise. Once we got a good feel for that, I thought the defensive coaches did a good job making adjustments, and guys stepped up on defense tonight. Jake Rip jumped in there and played the majority of the second half there, and it was great to see. We were able to get some pressure on the quarterback. We got to do a little bit better job tracking in terms of our tackling and our finishing. We as we got going on defense and got into rhythm there, we were able to get ourselves off the field on third downs for the most part there. Offensively, we were 6 of 10 on third down, so that's always awesome to see. Again, you take care of the ball, you convert on third downs, good things are always going to happen. The takeaway in the red zone was Shea stripping him, and it was Tubes, right? Tubes recovering that thing. That was awesome, big time. And it really comes down to the guys' resiliency and how they practice, how they prepared, how they stay together, and there'll be full intentions as we go down the stretch here to continue to build on that within this building.
You mentioned Austin and Prince. How much more dangerous is this offense when you have both those guys stretching the field the way they did tonight?
Yeah, it creates conflict. There's, it's going to make people decide how many numbers you're going to put in the box to stop the run game, and with the space it creates on the outside, how low the safeties get down into the box. It's going to make people, again, it puts people in conflict.
And you talked about this some on Monday, but to see Austin catch his first touchdown pass, knowing what he's been through, what does that mean to you?
I think everybody was trying our best not to get a penalty to be out there celebrating with him on the field, because he's a guy that has been through a fair amount, and it's always, we talk about it's 10% of what happens, 90% of how you respond, and that's a great example. And just like we talked to him and talked to Austin and Prince while we were still on the field after the game about humble and hungry. We keep growing, we keep thriving, we keep relishing in the opportunities we get.
First half, 328 yards of offense. Both quarterbacks were doing great things for you out there. Is that kind of what you've always envisioned the two quarterback system being? Was that kind of what that looked like? And then how do you evaluate how Kalen played in the second half, having to be the guy?
Yeah, I mean, I thought both those guys played well tonight. They both made big time plays on third down situations, explosive plays, through the air. It was awesome to see, again, be able to find the rhythm, be able to take care of the ball, move the chains, and be on the attack. Creates more opportunities for us, to get to the game plan that we have prepared and get the ball, whether it's to the backs or to the wide receivers. That was fun. That was fun to watch. It was fun to see. And we get to celebrate it tonight for 24 hours. And then, we get back to looking at what does it look like next week? What are the opportunities we're going to have?
Maddox, he just seemed to have a certain level of confidence by getting the start tonight. What did you see out of him and how close the guys were on offense right from the jump?
Yeah, we were able to execute, and put the ball in the air. And again, it depends on the week, on what we're getting from a defense and how they're going to play our offensive front in the backfield. And so I thought Bush did a great job when he saw what we were getting and put the guys in position, and they executed. That's what it comes down to, and it was awesome to see that. TG went in there and had a few good passes too. That was awesome to see. There's third down conversion to Billy in a tight window. Bill made a really great catch. That's fun. That's fun to see those guys have the success on the field, knowing and seeing how hard they work in practice, and that's the biggest thing. As you get down the stretch here, it's in the middle of November here, and it's been a long haul, and everybody's tired, everybody's sore. That's football. How we continue to move forward and how we push through, keep our mental endurance right, keep our focus right, make sure that we're continuing to, elevate that competitive maturity. That's what teams should be doing down the stretch, is growing, and we're going to need to continue to do that.
We talked on Friday, Andy, you said that kind of Madison start, that Taylor was still going to play, and you felt like Taylor could even have a bigger role. It just felt like whatever you guys did tonight on offense, you guys were always in favorable positions. You weren't behind the chains a bunch. You could kind of stay on the attack. With what you saw from Taylor tonight, I mean, you made a lot of good decisions. It might have been the most efficient game of the year. What do you think about the way Taylor played?
Yeah, there's no question. Throwing the ball, he was 5 of 6, and had some good runs too. Obviously, he had the touchdown run that was, frankly, it was pretty sweet. The way he cut through defenders and put his pads down at the end. So we're excited about what he did, and it shows the resiliency for him as a young man and who he is as a young man too, and that ultimately he cares about this team, as much as anything else. And for us as coaches, for us as a team, that just exemplifies that even through sometimes adversity can bring out the true character and really show who people are. And he demonstrated who he is tonight. Love him for that. Love him for how he handled everything this week, and excited to see him keep doing it.
How promising was it to see Prince have the night he had, especially with the week that you guys have had in your wide receiver room, losing 2 guys?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's we talk about seizing the moment and taking advantage of an opportunity, and that comes through great preparation that builds the real confidence to be able to go out there and do it. And that's why it's critical that we know and understand, just because we did it tonight doesn't mean it'll happen next week. We get to celebrate this tonight, and then it's back to the process and preparing to make sure that we earn the right to be able to be successful and do the things we did tonight.
Breezy, with you guys up, obviously, I'm guessing you wanted to save a little wear and tear on George. 15 carries, 91 yards. He probably had some of the more physical runs he's had in his Boise State career tonight. What do you think of the way Breezy finished that game off?
He's coming along. The early season run, the experience he's getting for a true freshman running back, kind of reminds you of someone else too, huh? And as they continue to grow and thrive, and it's trust me, like what you see him doing when he's running the ball, it's not only that. He is way more well-tuned in what the offense is, what we're doing on offense and what's going on, and just got to keep growing.
On that tonight, 2 more sacks. He is quietly chasing down the Mountain West lead this season.
How many we got now?
He's got 9, which puts him a sack and a half off the lead, but that's 6 straight games with at least 1 for him. And in multiple games, he has multiple sacks. So, what have you seen out of him on that?
Yeah, he was chasing the quarterback around quite a bit tonight in the backfield, which, I mean, that's a piece of it. We got to continue to improve in our pass defense, but it's just not coverage. It's being able to apply pressure on the quarterback, move him off the spot, disrupt the timing within the passing game. But yes, of course, we got to be diligent with our pass techniques and whatever coverage structure we're operating in. But that's when the whole defense is working together. And so it always starts, you got to stop the run to be in situations to be able to pass rush and be able to get to certain calls that allow for, to create leverage on the edges and put guys in positions. And, it was tonight, he and a few other guys too. Who else, who did they credit for the sack on the 4th down play? I don't have the full packet in front of me, and there was a whole host of black jerseys surrounding the quarterback there. But those Andrew, yeah, that's what I thought it was, Andrew. But we've got to be able to create more pressure on the quarterback. And a lot of that too, it really comes down to guys being able to win one-on-ones and feeling confident with certain rush moves, given the front structure, 3-man, 4-man, 5-man, rushes, 6-man at times, and having a really good understanding of what tools they can go to depending upon what call Coach D puts us in.
How do you like the defensive adjustments in the second half? Under 70 yards, you held them, and then obviously the shutout in the second half.
Yeah, it was huge. I mean, that's when you get into pregame warm-ups and you see the starting quarterback's not out there. It's okay. Then it's to figure out how do they intend to operate tonight and what does it look like. And you're assured to get some new formations and some new wrinkles in each and every game. And typically you're going to see those things within the first quarter. And so whether it's a game like tonight where there's another quarterback playing or any other game, you got to handle the game plan stuff from a certain offense, especially in the first drive. We always talk about in the first drive, you got to be able to weather the storm, the script and the things that they have practiced all week that they feel like obviously would put a defense in conflict. And so thought there were some things that New Mexico did tonight that formationally and leveraging things that maybe they haven't really done. And I thought the coaches did a really good job adjusting and using the calls that we had prepared this week and really honing in on a certain group of those and making sure the players felt comfortable and understanding where we were going to go, how we were going to be on the attack, and in terms of what calls we were using in certain situations.
Back to the other question for Monday. The impact he's starting to have on your offense, not even when he touches the ball. On Austin's touchdown, he goes in motion, 4 different guys move, and leaves that deep middle open for that easy touchdown. And then
don't tell everybody that.
on Taylor's touchdown run, his lead block on that was. The effort on that was insane. Just his impact on your offense.
Yeah, I mean KD in his role and what he's doing, it's probably not a traditional looking role, right? But it's about how you thrive and star in whatever role it is that you have that can help the team impact the team, help the team win. And whether he's carrying the ball, or he's blocking, or he's making the defense adjust on motions and stuff like that. That's a huge part of it. He obviously is our returner too, our kickoff returner, and we were close on that first kickoff. Now it was really close. There was felt like the kickoff return team did a good job creating some space. And to be honest with you, if that kick wasn't, I don't want to go into a lot of detail of it, but if that kick wasn't exactly where it was at, we're probably rolling. So.
most trying, weeks of the season. How good did it feel to kind of come back home and get the win after everything this team's kind of been through?
Yeah, there's no question, and just goes to show the resiliency of this coaching staff. I can't praise these guys enough. For the work they do, and the way they come in here, and the way they lead, the way they prepare as men, and then the way they put things together and present to the players, how they coach them on the field. You can't give people confidence, but you can give the people, especially our players, an opportunity to earn confidence by how they work, how they come with the right attitude and the right focus each and every day. But ultimately, that starts with us too. And so I commend our coaching staff for what they did this week, and again how resilient they were. And we're going to enjoy this tonight. I can't wait to see those guys and celebrate with them. And just proud of them.